Hi friends, welcome back to my session, and in this session we are going to learn about how to build Docker image from the ADO portal and how to push the same image will be into the Azure Container Registry, and from that Azure Container Registry how we are going to deploy the image over Azure Container Instance. These all things we are going to learn in this session. Okay, as a prerequisite, if I want to build the image, first of all I need to log in into the ADO portal. Okay, dev.azure.com. So once I will be able to log on into the dev portal, the primary prerequisite is I need to get the code. So if I have the code, then whenever I had built that code, automatically with the help of the Docker file, the image will be created. What is the purpose of Docker file? It is used to automate the image creation. Okay, just click on repos. Right now I have the repo with me. In Docker image, in the main branch, I have the Docker file, means I have the code, list of codes in the Docker file is there. If I execute this pipe, if I execute this, automatically the image will be created. So whatever the image which has been created, I am going to push the same into the Azure Container Registry. Okay, fine. Right now, did I have any? Right now, did I have any resource groups? Just please check whether I have any resource groups or not. Yes. Right now, I have one resource group, my RG resource group. Resource group is the prerequisite in order to create any resources. Right now, I had only created one resource group. Suppose if you want to create another resource group, I am going to create. No worries. RG_1. Okay. Review plus create. The resource group 1 has been successfully created. So once it has been successfully created, just go to here and type container registry. Container registry. Yeah, this is the container registry. Just click on create. The container registry will be created soon. Yeah, under resource group 1 and my registry 1122. It is the name of my registry and it is used in the US, and I am going to select the standard and review plus create. Leave everything as it is. Just click on create, and once it has been successfully validated, it will be created. I just initialized the deployment and it will be created soon. And what is the name? What is the name? My registry, my reg 1122. As deployment is in progress, it will take some time to deploy the Azure Container Registry. Okay, and here, as you know, if I want to push anything, I just need to make here, I need to enable. At the same time, I need to check the repositories. Right now it will be empty only because of as I didn't push any images into this repository. Fine, it is empty only. And at the same time, I had make it enable. Without enabling this, we can't be able to push any kind of image into this Azure Container Repository, means registry. Okay, fine. Then I have the code, I have the Azure Container Registry, but if I want to establish the communication between the ADO portal at the same time portal account, I need to make the service connection. Did I have service connection? Just check. Go to project settings and then check service connection. No, right now I don't have any service connection with me. So I just want to create the new service connection. Create new service connection. Okay, and click here Azure Resource Manager. Click on next, and here instead of selecting automatic, you just need to select app registration or managed identity manual. And at the same time, here instead of selecting workload identity federation, you need to select secret. Okay, here the environment is which environment you are looking for. Here we are looking for Azure Cloud. We have Azure China Cloud, we have Azure US Government, we have different types are there. Among this, I'm going to use Azure Cloud as it is publicly available for all regions. And here subscription ID. So from where I will get the subscription ID and subscription name, go to portal account and then go home. Here in subscriptions, we have the each and every options are available to view which subscription name, which subscription ID, everything it will be here available here. I just open the subscription page. There I have the subscription ID. Just copy the subscription ID and paste here. The subscription ID I had done. What is the subscription name? Again, you need to go here. Pay as you go is my subscription name. Fine. Application ID or tenant ID. So if I want to view here, if I want to get the application ID, so I need to create the application. So if I want to create any kind of application, first of all, where I need to go? Go to AD. Because of all kind of applications, we are going to register under the Active Directory only. Continue searching for Microsoft Enter ID. Here, click on app registration. If I registered any app here, then only the app ID will be generated. Okay, all applications. Right now there is no application has been registered. So I just want to register an application. So click here. Just mention app1 because of as it is for lab purpose, and accounts in this organization directory only, single tenant. Okay, as I don't have the multi tenants, so that's why I'm going to select the first option. Click here register. So once you click on the register, it will be available here. What is the application ID? Application ID or client ID? Here it is the application ID which we are looking for. Just copy the same. And again we need tenant ID. Here it is a tenant ID. Just copy the same. Here it is asking for service principal B, means it is asking for client secret. So if I want to enter the secret, I need to create it first of all. So where we are going to create the secret key? Here you have the certificates and secrets are there. Just click here and click on new client secret. Right now I don't have any client secret with me. So name is my secret. Okay, name is my secret. Yeah, the value has been generated. Just copy the value and paste here. Okay, and service connection name is ADO to Azure portal. ADO stands for Azure DevOps. Okay, and description, if you want you can, otherwise you can simply copy and paste here. And grant permission to all the pipelines. If you verify it will be failed. Why it will be failed, I will let you know. Yes, verification failed because of as I didn't provide the app which has been registered any kind of role. It will by default it will not allow to do any modification in the Azure portal without providing the consent role. So first of all I need to provide the role. So in order to provide the role, what I'm doing, just go to subscriptions and open the current subscription you have, and in this go to IAM. Once IAM has been opened, add role assignment, and here the members privileged administrator. Just check the roles. What is the privileged? Here you can select the contributor. Contributor grants full access to manage all resources but does not allow you to assign roles in Azure RBAC. Means you can access and you can have the access to manage all the resources, but you are not allowed to assign roles in the Azure rollback access control. Okay, I am going to use the contributor because of here I am not going to assign any roles, but here I am going to manage all the resources from my ADO account. What resource I am going to maintain in the portal account. Okay, and members, here in members select members. Which members we are selecting? app1, app1. Okay, here app1, the app which I have been registered, I will make as a contributor. Review plus assign. Yes, the role has been tagged. App1 is being added as a contributor. Then he will be able, the app1 has the ability or access to manage all the resources in the Azure portal account. Okay, fine. If you verify right now, it will be succeeded. Just please check. Yes, it has been succeeded. Just verify and save. And successfully we had established the service connection between the AWS portal and the Azure portal. Fine. What is the next thing? And you don't worry, the steps which I had followed, each and every step I had mentioned here. Why I had mentioned here instead of writing the live notes? In order to save the time. Okay, and up to this point we had done. So what is the next thing? We need to create the build the pipeline. Fine. Right now I am in the service connection. Go to project A and click on the pipelines and create pipeline. So once the pipeline page appears to you, I will let you know what the things you need to select the things. So just click on the use of classic editor and you are using the Azure repos kit because of you are not getting the code from GitHub or GitHub Enterprise Server or some other uh, versions. Okay, from other source code management tools. You are using the Azure repo as a source code management tool. So that's why you are going to select the first one. And where my code lies in project A, Docker image in main branch. Just click on okay, and here Docker container. Build a Docker image and push to a container registry. Apply. Okay. First of all, pipeline. Here, what are the things you can select? It's a Docker pipeline. Okay. And here agent pool is Azure pipelines only by default. Okay. Agent specification is Ubuntu latest. I am going to use the Ubuntu. Fine. And here if you go to the build image, here the display name is building an image. Here I am going to build an image. Which container registry I am using? Azure Container Registry. And the subscription is here. If you select here, okay, ADO to Azure portal, my registry 1122, and here the action we are going to use build an image. Where is the Docker file? Here you need to select the Docker file from my folder, from my code. I am going to select the Docker file. Okay, the Docker file has been selected, and okay, Docker file has been selected. Here it will build the image, and once the image has been successfully built, where it need to push an image to where Azure Container Registry. The subscription is here. The Azure Container Registry is my registry 1122. Push an image. Okay. Fine. So if you click on save and queue, commit commit 1. Okay. Save and run. If you run it automatically, here what happen? It will pull the Docker file from the Azure, Azure repository, and the same will be used to build the Docker image. Once it has been able to build the image, the same image will be pushed into the Azure Container Registry. Here, if you want to check, here click on agent jump. As it is running, it is pushing an image, waiting. So if you observe here and just open the container registry, if it has been succeeded, then we will be able to see an image in this. repositories. Yes, Docker image. Okay, the Docker image has been successfully pushed. So once the Docker image has been successfully pushed into the ACR, I am going to create the container instance. Because of with the help of the container instance, I am going to deploy the Docker image over the Docker instance. Fine. Go to home and click on container instance. Okay, click here. Then container instance will be created. Means we need to add some additional properties. So based on that, the container instance will be created. So rg underscore one, the container name is container 1122. Okay, and it will be created the east US region. That okay, fine. Availability zones none. It is not required. Availability zones is it will be the container instance will be created across multiple availability zones. So, but right now, as this is for lab purpose, so it didn't require that much of redundancy. So that's why I'm going to select none. And here the SKU stands for size. The standard is enough. And Azure Container Registry. Image source is from where? Azure Container Registry. So registry is my Azure, okay. And Docker image and the image tag is 104. Networking, public only, fine. And monitoring advanced 80 port will be enabled because of if I want to access to over web master should we just need to enable 80 port. Okay, advanced, okay, leave each and everything as it is and click on create. Then automatically what happened? Container instance will be created by using the image which has been pushed into the Azure Container Registry. Then once it has been successfully created, one link will be generated. With the help of the link, we will be able to see what has been deployed. You just need to wait for some more time until it has been successfully deployed. Once it has been successfully created, then we will have the link. So with the help of the link, we will be able to see what the content we had been deployed over the container instance. Okay, just please understand the process. What I had done, I had a code. The same code has been uploaded into the Azure repo, and the same code has been built from the ADO portal. In order to deploy over the in order to push the image to the Azure Container Registry, I am just making the service connection between the ADO portal and the Azure portal. And once the service connection has been successfully established, I just push the code from ADO portal to Azure Container Registry, and from the image which has been pushed into the Azure Container Registry, the image will be deployed over Azure Container Instance. Okay, and my deployment has been successfully completed. I just need to go here, and if you observe here, you will get a public IP because of it is a container instance. Instance is nothing but it's a mission. Okay, just if you paste the IP here, then you will be able to see the content. Just a moment, it will take some time. It's just now it has been deployed now. It will take some time to replicate the same. You need to wait for some time. It is because of sometimes immediately it will not be able to reflect, but it will take some time to get it reflected. So we need to wait until that time. Okay, once it has been deployed, we will be able to see the content here. Okay, this is the container instance. As it is running, as it is taking too much time. Not too much time. Sometimes it will take because of as we had deployed over the container, it will take some time to get replicated. Around some sometimes you just need to wait for around of 5 to 10 minutes in order to check. But surely it will be running. You don't need to worry about that. If you have any such kind of issues with your code, then only it will become issue for you. Okay, as container is running, FQDN standards for fully qualified domain name. Here I don't have any domain name right now with me, as it is created for lab purpose only. Suppose if you are working in the organization, you have the FQDN. So you just need to mention the FQDN. Based on that, it will be redirected to your organization traffic. Okay, just a moment, wait for some time. I will show to you the content which had been deployed over the Azure Container Instance. Then only I will conclude the session. Okay, still it is running, still it is running. We just need to wait for some more time. Until did we perform any kind of other activities? No, it's not required. It will not take that much time. As soon as possible, it will be. Yes. Will you be able to see the content? This is the content which I have been done. So the same will be replicated here now. Yes, means successfully I had been able to build the code and the image will be created and the same image will be deployed over Azure Container Instance. Okay, guys, hope this session will help out you and you guys had enjoyed this session. Okay, we will meet up in the next session with the new topic. Until signing off, thank you. Bye bye.